Joe Biden, when he's not too busy, because get this one, I don't have that pulled up or anything like that, but just follow me for a moment here. There was a primary in Delaware, primary election, okay, for whatever Democratic representative or some whatever shit like that. Joe Biden decided, remember, Joe Biden, the big green energy guy, the climate change dude, hopped on Air Force One and then just flew out in order to vote in person. Another guy who was like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with mail-in ballots, they're safe and secure, would go down there, vote in person, and then fly back, okay? But he still hasn't said anything about Tim Ryan. We talked about this a little while ago, about how Tim Ryan wants to kill and confront the MAGA movement, or which is, let's be honest here, calling for violence against Republicans, because that's exactly what it is, okay? Let's just fucking call a spade at this point. But he still, nope, hasn't said a goddamn thing about that. You know exactly why he hasn't made a condemnation of Tim Ryan? It's because he believes it. Joe Biden's silent after Tim Ryan called to kill and confront movement to make America great again. No, because we want to make America in my image, god damn it, and I'll just stand there at a podium with blood red behind me, and I'll clench my fists and get really loud and yell at people, and then gaslight them the day after, and then revert to my original messaging the day after that, because Joe Biden's like an abusive spouse and a shitty father. My president, whoopsie daisy, I'm Canadian, not even American. President Joe Biden remains silent after Democrat Senate candidate in Ohio, Representative Tim Ryan, yeah, he's currently a sitting member of Congress, by the way, called for Americans to kill and confront supporters of former President Donald Trump and his MAGA political movement. See, it's fine when their side doesn't. Like Maxine Waters, whenever she's a couple of drinks in, which is from morning till night, she'll go out there and shamble around saying, you need to confront them whenever you find them. Tell them they're not welcome, to fuel up their vehicles. Okay. We've got to kill and confront that movement, Ryan said during a Tuesday appearance at MSNBC when I was asked about the extremist political movement in the Republican Party to make America great again. Oh my God, just literal fucking terrorists. Biden, a frequent critic of political figures using dangerous rhetoric. No, it's only dangerous when he doesn't do it, though. Used to incite violence, has not addressed Ryan's comments, and don't fucking hold your breath on that one, because again, Joe Biden can't even keep coherent in his own statement. Now, when I originally seen this, I thought maybe it was taken out of context or something, like Joe Biden slips up, or hey, maybe he was even just being a little self-deprecating in this moment, but we're gonna listen to it in totality. It's only 14 seconds long, and I don't know, man, I need a second opinion on this one, okay? So
I say some of my colleagues have been around long. How long we've been fighting for him? How long we've been taking on these interests?
So, okay, so he's trying to talk. He's already just setting the stage here. How long have we been trying to fight this problem for? How long have I been around politics? Okay, so again, maybe he's just off on something.
From the time I got to the Senate 720 years ago. I'm serious. Think about it.
Was that a joke? Because I originally thought it's like, okay, he said, no, we'll just run it back to that point. Okay.
Years ago.
Yeah. We'll just try to get the right point. How about that?
20 years ago.
God damn it.
720 years ago.
Okay, see, 720 years ago, and then he just shuffles across the stage. Was that supposed to be a joke? But then when he finishes up with, okay, the long.
I'm serious. Think about it.
I'm serious. Think about it. Does he really think he's a wizard? But that's the president right now. That's my president. I wonder if he has anything to say about this as well. A Las Vegas Democrat accused of murdering a journalist smirks during a court appearance. Now, this story has been going on for a while. Okay, like this has been an underlying issue for the better part of a week or so, and nobody's really talked about it. But you have a card-carrying Democrat, somebody who is running as a Democrat, as a proud Democrat, who shot and killed somebody, and nobody wants to talk about it? Hell, if any of the Republicans out there had fucking balls about it, this would be talking point numero uno. But they don't. They're just all about combating everything that the Democrats are saying. Oh no, we're really good. We're strong allies that are out there. You bunch of fucking sissies. Robert Tellis, the Democrat Clark County administrator accused of killing a Las Vegas Journal Review investigative reporter, was seen smirking during his court appearance on Tuesday morning. The 45-year-old Democrat stood in the doorway of the Las Vegas Friday's courtroom while smirking during his hearing, KSNV reported. His next court appearance is scheduled for Tuesday, September 20th. Those are the eyes of somebody who looks stable. Well, again, he apparently offed a guy who also looks just as equally stable, but still. Tellis was also seen wearing white bandages on his arm, which came from his alleged suicide attempt. Oh, you stopped him? That sucks. No, and he slashed his wrist before being taken into custody last week, according to arrest reports via the Daily Mail. Tellis is also suspected to having taken drugs before he was apprehended. Oh my God. Just classic pleas for help. Why would you be so mean to this guy? The Democrat official was charged last week in connection with the murder of Jeff German, 69, nice, who was found dead outside his home with multiple stab wounds in September 3rd. Oh, he stabbed a journalist and then he tried to stab his own wrists. This guy's on a spree. Thank God he didn't have a gun, otherwise he would have been more dangerous. Police said in a press conference that Tellis' DNA was found at German's murder scene and thus charged him with the fatal stabbing. Police said that they found a pair of bloody sneakers and a hat worn by Tellis at the time of the murder. Breitbart News reported last week German had been investigating and exposing Tellis' corruption in the public administrator's office. Oh, please do tell us more about corruption in Clark County. That encapsulates Las Vegas, by the way. Tellis recently lost his re-election. Shucks. Following German's investigation, the journalist was planning to follow up in a piece on the 45-year-old and other Clark County officials. Yeah, corrupt Democrats. Where are they now? Currently stabbing me in my driveway. Part of the investigation into Tellis and the other 3 Clark County officials include hostile work environments and inappropriate relationships with a colleague, according to the Review Journal. Tellis had responded to the investigations by calling German a bully on Twitter, and you know what you need to do? You stand up and punch him in the face. And if that doesn't work, stab him in the gut. Clark County administrator is still receiving paychecks while he's in prison. Of course he is, as he has not officially left his role yet. Well, he's gonna have a tough time filling that position, at least for the time being. Just saying, he currently makes a salary of $130,000 a year to be a publicly elected representative. Even still, it's not for like an important office. Okay, well, simply an administrator of some form or fashion. $130,000 fucking dollars for that position? Jesus. German had covered crime and corruption in Las Vegas for over 40 years, so that must be a really busy racket. And was regarded as one of the Review's Journal's most respected journalists. So Tim Ryan comes out and says that he wants to go out there and kill and confront Make America Great movement, and we all know exactly what that means. You have a Democrat out there shanking motherfuckers that run bad hit pieces on him. Holy fuck, imagine if conservatives would do the exact same thing. The streets would be flowing with the blood of these journalists that are out there. We got another poll, because of course we have a poll when it comes to this. A majority of voters say Biden is dividing the country. Let's just see if this is new. Yep, it's new, because this seems to be a consistent narrative, at least one that's been around since, I don't know, Biden assumed office, so a couple of years right now. Most voters believe President Joe Biden has divided the country despite promising to unite it. What? No. Joe Biden said, he said, and I believe everything that Joe says. He's been in elected office for just about 50 years at this point. Why would he ever lie about anything? He was just going to run as a Democrat, but be a proud American president and represent everybody equally. And he's not doing that? Is that what you're telling me? I can't believe it. The survey, first obtained by Breitbart, found 58.7% of voters express the belief that Biden has indeed divided the country during his time in office. Just 1 in 5 say that he has unified the country. Those are his friends and family and confidants, I guess. And another 1 in 5 remain unsure because they're retarded and don't go outside and commiserate with other people. While a plurality of Democrats, 43.6%, believe Biden has unified the country during his time in office. Oh, those are the people that were polled in New York and Los Angeles. Great. The sentiment is not held by most Republicans or independents. And those are the people that you should be concerned about their opinions on things, because those are the people that you're going to need to win over, because apparently you won over the independent vote in 2020. So if you have any hope at the end of this year or in 2024, you need to woo that independent portion, which I would argue is probably shrinking, and the more inflammatory these elections get. Anyways, an overwhelming majority of Republicans, 92.8%. Yeah, because they continue to be called scourges on society in so many different words. Well, I believe Biden has divided the country, and 64.1% of independents agree. Yeah, that's pretty bad, Joe. Survey was taken September 2nd through 5th among 1,000 likely 2022 election voters. Yes, just a day or four after his battle for the soul of the nation speech, so while it was still fresh in everybody's mind. Most people don't feel Joe Biden is doing a hell of a good job as president, because remember, that was one of his big campaign themes at the time. Oh, we need to, no more malarkey. We need to unify this country. We can't be having the orange man doing bad things anymore. We need to have adults back in the room. And by back in the room, he means hiding in the basement or getting flued out from Washington to Delaware and then back to Washington and then away from any responsibility or accountability. But hey, that's the guy that you guys wanted, okay? You shunned the guy who actually was making your life marginally better, as best that he could from the administration office, and you decided to cast him off in order to get that guy who has, gaslit everybody in real time while the stock market is dropping, saying that inflation, there's no such thing as inflation. Congratulations. Managed to pull the wool over everybody's eyes once, but like Daffy Duck swallowing a stick of dynamite, I can only do this trick once. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.